There is no such thing as an ugly man. It simply doesn't exist. All you have to do is understand what draws women. Listen, women like guys who aren't taken. Yes, studies from Harvard University Department of Psychology prove this. Do you really want to make her want you? Do you want to become irresistible to her? Why not get in shape? Develop a killer look, a blazing confidence, and date someone. That could work, but is that the only way? Isn't there a better and easier way? Yes, there is. Well then, stick around until the end, and I'll show you the 10 things women absolutely cannot resist in a man. Chapter 1. Intelligence. Some women talk to men for hours while blushing. You've probably seen this in a cafe. Yes, she is definitely talking to a smart man who knows exactly what to say. Women are interested in guys who can make them think and ponder intellectually. She will stay with the man who can keep her intrigued, curious, and engaged for a long time. Women can't resist men who are not only brighter, but also more inventive, not than them, but than the average Joe. Reading a lot and learning new things is a big plus, whether it's fiction, reality, or literature. Intelligence is a big part of the game of attraction. Chapter 2. Independence. Independent men are like self-reliant beasts. They'll do and say whatever they want. A crutch or someone to hold their hand is not needed. The guys are in charge of their lives, and now the girls want to be under their control too. Independence has a way of driving women wild because it shows a man's capacity to solve problems. It also shows emotional stability. Trust me, a crybaby attitude is as much of a turn-off for women as independence is a turn-on. In a world that encourages men to be vulnerable, real men understand the value of stability. Don't ever give up the ability to stand on your own for vulnerability. Chapter 3. Generosity. Generally, generosity shows that a man cares about others as well as himself. So if you want a woman to open up to you, you're going to need to open your wallet sometimes. But be careful if you don't want to make yourself irresistible to a gold digger. You've got to be modest about it. You don't want to do too little and come off as stingy, or too much and come off as a fool. Just so you know how powerful generosity is in the dating game, the National University of Santa Fe conducted a study on it. And interestingly, they discovered that women found men most attractive when they were being generous and charitable, regardless of their physical appearance. So guys, generosity makes you more attractive to a woman than you look. Chapter 4. Manners. If you want to be that kind, romantically young at heart, are you one of those dudes who keeps the flames of romance alive after she gives in? Or are you that type that stops trying once you get a taste? You need to stay young at heart and keep fanning those flames. Plan thoughtful dates, surprise her with flowers, treat her like royalty, take her off on vacations, send heartfelt letters, or just express your gratitude regularly. It's an instinct for men to woo women. We all know that. But what do you do when you've got her? That'll determine if she wants to stick with you for life or not. Chapter 5. Lacking social awareness. Newsflash. The world doesn't revolve around you, bud. It's time to step out of your bubble and start paying attention to the world around you. If you're too busy being self-absorbed, you're missing out on countless opportunities to connect. Whether it's ignoring someone's cues to exit a conversation or dominating every conversation, it's a glaring sign of social stupidity. Girls are drawn to men who can hold their own in social situations. That means listening more than you speak, picking up on non-verbal cues, and knowing when it's time to back off. Nobody likes a conversational bulldozer or somebody who doesn't know how to read the room. Chapter 6. Lack of ambition. Let's get real here. If you're coasting through life without any ambitions or goals, don't expect girls to be flocking to your side. A man without a clear sense of purpose is, well, directionless and unappealing, basically boring. Whether it's a career path, a hobby, or a passion project, have something that you are genuinely excited about. That's like a magnet that draws people in. Women are attracted to men who are driven, who have dreams and aspirations, who are actively working to make them a reality. It's not about having it all figured out. It's about having the hunger to achieve something more. So quit lounging on the sidelines and start pursuing something that sets your soul on fire. Trust me, your newfound ambition will turn heads in ways that you never imagined. Chapter 7. Uninspiring Conversations. If your idea of a conversation is limited to small talk and cliché lines, no wonder you're not getting anywhere. Meaningful conversations are like a breath of fresh air in a world filled with small talk and mindless chit-chat. Imagine this scenario. You approach a woman, you strike up a conversation, and within minutes, you're both engaged in a deep, intriguing discussion. The conversation just flows effortlessly, and you're genuinely curious about her thoughts, her experiences. Contrast that with the mundane script of, "Well, hey, how's your day?" Or, "Hey, nice weather we're having, huh?" Dude, come on. Women are drawn to men who can stimulate their minds, challenge their perspectives, and spark their curiosity. If your conventional conversational toolkit consists of the same tired lines and topics, no wonder girls aren't looking your way. If a girl respects you, you've already won. But how do you get her to respect you? Well, there are many ways to show off your status and do certain things that will make her fall for you. And if you can't represent yourself well, how will she ever see your value? The answer is never. You have to make her somehow aware of your value. Chapter 8. Don't ignore her boundaries. Don't you dare trample over a woman's boundaries. It's not just disrespectful, it's pathetic. A real man knows when to take charge and when to step back. And you've got to believe me, ignoring a woman's boundaries is not a show of strength or dominance. It is a flashing neon sign that screams insecurity and desperation. If she says no or stop, you stop. That's it. Full stop. No arguments, no buts. Don't say anything. Just say, "Oh, okay." It doesn't matter if it's the middle of a conversation, a date, or even an intimate moment. When she sets a boundary, you respect it. No woman is attracted to a man who can't respect her autonomy. But here's the catch. Respecting boundaries doesn't mean you become a doormat. You need to respect and understand her personal space without feeling like it's all about you. It's not. This isn't a gray area, my guy. It's black and white. And trust me, if you can't understand this, you're no man. Chapter 9. Do show genuine interest in her. All right. So on to the next one. You want to know what really turns a woman on? Genuine interest. Not the feigned kind where you nod along while mentally planning what you'll do with her later tonight. That is if you're worth her time. I'm talking about real, engaging, and deep interest in who she is as a person. Ask about her passions, her dreams, her thoughts. Don't just go through the motions. Really, actually take a second and listen to what she's saying. Make her feel seen, heard, and valued. Trust me, there's nothing sexier to a woman than a man who makes her feel like she's the only person in the room. These aren't just tips, they are rules. Breaking them does not mean that you strike out. It means that you're out of the game. So either you play by them, or you can keep pretending, imagining you're God's gift to women. It's high time to see yourself in the mirror. Though you've heard it before, and you're going to hear it again, first impressions matter. And when it comes to attracting women, those initial moments can be make or break. You see, it's not about playing games or trying too hard. It's about embodying a set of traits that are like a secret weapon in the dating world. I'm talking about the kinds of qualities that make women sit up and take notice the moment they meet you. Chapter 10. You're a patient listener. Here's the crucial damn thing, and without it, no woman will actually want to have you. Women are emotional creatures. They often see problems through a different lens than us men. They might hit the panic button at the slightest setback. They might need to unload their worries on you, perhaps even on a daily basis. Now, let me drop a truth bomb. This is a good thing. When a woman shares her worries and concerns with you, it's not just venting. It is a sign that she trusts you. She's inviting you into her world, showing you her vulnerabilities, and asking you for your support. It's a moment of connection and intimacy. It's how you respond to this. That speaks volumes about the kind of man that you are. So here's the deal. When she talks, you listen. I'm not talking about just nodding your head and pretending to listen. I mean, really listening. Be attentive, look in her eyes, put down your phone, and be present in that moment. Let her know that you care about what she's saying. Now, here's a golden tip. Sometimes, all she needs is a hug, and for you to listen without offering solutions immediately. See, about 95% of the time, women aren't looking for you to swoop in with a fix. They're not seeking advice unless they specifically ask for it. So resist the urge to play Mr. Problem Solver immediately. Instead, ask her an easy phrase, but one that wins so many boyfriend points or husband points. Do you want comfort or a solution? But do it with care and thoughtfulness. I get it. Every woman's different, but at their core, they are fundamentally the same. They want to know that you're there for them, that you're patient, that you understand their need to express themselves. Now here's a real kicker. If she discovers that you possess this trait of patient listening, that you can be a rock in times of turmoil, she will be drawn to you like a magnet. But why? Because she knows you've got her back. She knows when you have her back, she's going to have yours, no questions asked. But here's the real gem. This trait isn't just about the long haul. It shines right from the start. Whether it's a casual fling or the beginnings of a deep connection, if you don't have this trait or any of the traits mentioned in this video, then you're not irresistible, and you're missing out on a fundamental aspect of what women desire in a man. By watching these videos, it's clear you're someone who's eager to improve, and that's worthy of admiration. You've already demonstrated the willpower and the desire for self-improvement. What you need now is a clear path. We're offering a valuable resource, a free secret ebook written by Tristan Tate. This ebook contains exclusive knowledge on how to attract women effectively, no matter the circumstances. It delves into the art of seduction, understanding female nature, and dating as a comprehensive whole. This is just the groundwork for you to become a player in the dating realm. You don't lack motivation. You just lack the knowledge and trust in the path that you're taking. You can either continue on an aimless journey that leads nowhere, or take action by clicking the link in the description below.